UFC champions in each division by the end of 2022. As you see on the calendar in the top right corner, today's date is December 28th, 2021. Now, it is not even the new year, it's not even 2021, but I want to look at the potential champions and who I think will be the champion in every single division, men's or women's, by the end of 2021. The first one I want to look at is going to be in the flyweight division. If you look at that division, it is looking amazing. We have Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno fighting on UFC 270. I believe Moreno will win that fight. We also have Askar Askarov going to be fighting Kai Kara-France, I believe in February or March. I believe Askar wins, I believe Moreno wins, and I believe they're going to do an Askar Askarov versus a Brandon Moreno fight. And if that fight happens, I'm going to actually side with Askar Askarov to win the fight by a decision right there. So, yeah, the flyweight champion by the end of 2022 will be Askar Askarov. If he wins that fight with Brandon Moreno, maybe he fights Pantoja, maybe he fights Figueiredo, maybe he does a rematch with Moreno, but either way, I believe every guy in the flyweight division, Askar Askarov will beat. So that is the first one. The second one is going to be in the bantamweight division with Petr Yan, of course. There's no reason I should be going anyone else. The champion right now, champion in Aljamain Sterling, is not the champion. Petr Yan as the interim champion, he will beat Aljamain Sterling by another dominant decision. He'll beat TJ Dillashaw probably by a 49-46 decision. He'll beat Jose Aldo by a 49-46 decision. He's already beaten Jose Aldo, so we know how that fight goes. He'll beat Corey, he already did. He'll beat Rob Font. That's a pretty obvious, easy prediction right there. He'll pretty much beat every single guy in the bantamweight division. So this is one of the easier guys that I put on the list. It's going to be Petr Yan. He will be the champion by the end of 2022. The only guy I can really see maybe having a shot would be Merab Dvalishvili. Maybe if he can go out there, put on that wrestling for 5 rounds, maybe he's got a shot. But I think Petr Yan should have that bag secured in the bantamweight division. The next one is going to be in the featherweight division in Alexander Volkanovski. He's the champion right now. His next fight will be with Max Holloway, no doubt about it, on UFC 271 or on UFC 272. He's already beaten Brian Ortega. He's already beaten Max Holloway twice. He's beaten Jose Aldo. He's beaten so many other guys as well. But as of right now, he can beat every single guy. There's no guy out there in the featherweight division that I think Alexander Volkanovski would lose to. So, of course, I'm going to go for him to be the champion in the featherweight division by the end of 2022. In the lightweight division, we got Islam Makhachev. Right now, we got Charles Oliveira as the champion, Justin Gaethje as the number 1 contender. We got Poirier, Beneil Dariush, and Islam Makhachev. I believe the guys that are like number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and maybe even 16. You got Joel Alvarez out there as well. Those guys, one of them will be champion maybe by 2022, or it will be Islam Makhachev even in 2023 as well. But I believe for right now, by the end of 2022, we will see Gaethje fight Oliveira. I believe Oliveira would win the fight. Then we'll see Oliveira fight Islam Makhachev, because I believe Islam will beat Beneil. I believe Justin will then fight Dustin Poirier. Islam will fight Oliveira, and I believe he would beat Oliveira. So I believe he will be the champion by the end of 2022. And after he beats Charles Oliveira and he beats Beneil Dariush, Poirier and Gaethje will fight, and the winner of that one will then fight Makhachev. Then he'll fight that one as well by the end of 2022. There's so many things that'll happen, but I do think Makhachev beats pretty much every single guy in this lightweight division. So he will be the champion by the end of 2022. Then we go on to the welterweight division in Khamzat Chimaev. Now, as of right now, he's at number 11 in the welterweight division rankings. He's got a couple of different matchups ahead of him. You got Neil Magny, you got Bilal Muhammad, you got Leon Edwards, and I think that is a 3-fight little system right there. He can easily go out there and fight Neil Magny in February or March. I believe he will win. After that, maybe in June, maybe July, he'll fight Bilal Muhammad. Muhammad. I believe he'll win that one as well. And after that one, the UFC will be all over a title fight with Kamaru Usman and Khamzat Chimaev. If Usman goes out there and fights Leon Edwards, I believe he will win. And I believe after that, Khamzat will beat Bilal and Neil Magny. Then the UFC will push him towards a title shot, and then we'll see Usman versus Khamzat Chimaev. And at that time, Usman will be, 35, 34 years old. He's going to be a little bit older, whereas Khamzat's going to be close to the prime of his MMA career. He has better striking, in my opinion, than Kamaru Usman. The wrestling and grappling is going to be very, very even. So I believe that Khamzat Chimaev, by the end of 2022, will show that he has the skills to beat Kamaru Usman. So Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat, I believe Khamzat will win that fight and be champion by the end of 2022. For the middleweight division, it's pretty obvious. It's either going to be Robert Whittaker or Israel Adesanya. I don't see any other up-and-coming guys that are really going to be a champion. Andre Muniz is possible. I mean, he literally has the potential to beat anyone in the middleweight division. If he can get that arm, get the leg, anything, he can submit any guy in this middleweight division. Darren Till, Sean Strickland, Hermanson, Costa, Brunson, Cannonier, Vittoria. I don't think any of those guys will be champions, to be quite honest. I mean, Adesanya has already beaten pretty much all of these guys as well, so it will either be Adesanya or Whittaker, and I have Adesanya winning that one. So Israel Adesanya, the champion by the end of 2022. We got the light heavyweight division rankings. We got Glover versus Yuri. It's going to happen maybe in May, maybe so I don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen in 2022, no doubt about it. Yan versus Rakic is also going to happen in 2022, but also Magomed Ankalaev and Thiago Santos. I believe Magomed versus Thiago will happen. Then the loser of Jan Blachowicz, Alexander Rakic, or the loser of Yuri Prochazka, Glover Teixeira, will then fight Magomed Ankalaev. And Magomed beats Thiago Santos, and he beats whoever that person is, and that will secure him a title shot at the near end of 2022. This one might not be correct just due to the timing. It might be early 2023 or late 2022. You just don't know. I don't know if he's going to get the title shot by the end of 22 or if it'll be early 2023. So I'm going to go Magomed Ankalaev, but I don't know if he'll even have the opportunity to fight for the title by the end of 2022. But I'm going to go Magomed Ankalaev for the light heavyweight division. After that one, the heavyweight division, we got Ciryl Gane, the interim champ. I believe he beats Ngannou. I believe he beats Stipe, Lewis, Blades, pretty much everyone out there in the heavyweight division. I believe Ciryl Gane will win against John Jones. I believe Ciryl Gane will win. So yeah, Ciryl Gane, I have him winning and being the champion by the end of 2022. I believe he will fight and beat Francis Ngannou, and he'll probably fight either Stipe Miocic and John Jones as well. Then we go into the women's divisions, the women's strawweights right here. You might be thinking maybe Carla Esparza, maybe Zhang Weili, maybe Rose Namajunas. One of those girls will be champion by the end of 2022. But I'm going to go Marina Rodriguez. Marina, I believe in a rematch with Carla Esparza, I believe she would win in a fight with Zhang Weili. I'm going to go Marina Rodriguez to win that fight as well. In a fight with Rose Namajunas, it's very, very close, but I have Marina Rodriguez winning all three of those fights. So I believe Carla versus Namajunas will happen towards the beginning of 2022. Also, Zhang Weili versus Marina Rodriguez, I believe also will happen towards the beginning of 2022. The winners of both of those will happen mid to the end of 2022, and I believe Marina will win both of those fights. So Marina Rodriguez, the champion. Valentina Shevchenko, it's very self-explanatory. There's no one in that flyweight division I'm confident in her losing to. Maybe Taila Santos presents a good challenge because Valentina's already beaten Andrade, already beaten Chukagian, already beaten Murphy, already beaten Maya, already beaten Joanne. I don't know if she's beaten Joanne Calderwood, but Tyla's already beaten Joanne Calderwood, and Araujo's already lost to Caitlin Chukagian. So Taila Santos is next, but do you think Taila Santos is going to beat Shevchenko? No, I do not. Shevchenko will win, and she will be the champion. Amanda Nunes, I believe, will avenge her last loss to Jessica Penne, and I believe she will beat Juliana. Sorry, not Jessica Penne. Juliana Pena right there, and I believe she will be the bantamweight and featherweight champion. So And those are all the champions by the end of 2022. The flyweight division, I got Askar Askarov. The bantamweight division, I got Petr Yan. The featherweight division, I got Volkanovski. The lightweight division, I got Islam Makhachev. Welterweight, I got Khamzat. Middleweight, I got Adesanya. Light heavyweight, I got Ankalaev. Heavyweight, I got Gan. Women's strawweight, I got Rodriguez. Women's flyweight, I got Shevchenko. And bantamweight and featherweight for the women's divisions, I got Amanda Nunes. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications, as well as putting your comments down below on who you think every champion would be in every division inside the UFC. We'll see you in the next one. Let's go.